What is up, you guys? In today's video, we're gonna talk about the $1 million math. How to make $1 million in a single year using multiple strategies. Let's dive in. All right, well, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the podcast. Again, if you're listening to this on the podcast right now, we're using a whiteboard on the YouTube channel. Encourage you, go check out the YouTube channel. Just search for Zach Vaught. You can find me. With that being said, today I want to walk you through multiple ways to hit $1 million in revenue in a single year. Now, this may or may not be your goal. Your goal may be to make $100,000 a year. And if that's the case, just take one of the zeros off of this as we do it. We'll dive into that in just a second. But I want to give you guys some different strategies that you can use. What this does is it really stirs your mind to figure out, how can I do this? And so when you're an employee, generally the way that we think is that, okay, to earn more money, I need to work more hours, okay? You're getting paid by the hour, you're getting paid by the time that you spend, but in a business, if you're selling something, you get paid when you sell units of that thing. And so when it comes to hitting your revenue goals, this is really the start. This is how you determine, how am I going to build the business that I want? How do I want to go about selling? What products do I want to sell? And what do I actually need the math to look like in order to hit my goals? Okay, so we're going to take just a second, we're going to dive into this, but really $1 million a year is $83,333 per month. Now, if your goal is to make $100,000 a year, it's $8,333 a month, not $83,000, okay? But we're going to walk through different strategies, different ways to hit your goal, okay? So the first one, to sell a $200 thing to 5,000 people, okay? A $200 thing to 5,000 people. So what are some $200 items that you can make as a woodworker to hit this goal? Well, guys, there are a ton of different things that you can build that are $200 a piece that you can sell a lot of, right? Anything that you can customize, that you can engrave, you can typically charge around $200 for, like custom cutting boards, any type of wall signs, wall decor, things for weddings, things for realtors. There's so many different ways that you can make $200 items and you can sell 5,000 of those units, okay? So 5,000 units though is a lot of units. That's 417 units per month. In my personal opinion, I like being down here at the bottom of the board when we're selling much more expensive things, and I'll show you why in just a second, but $200 units, you have to sell 5,000 of those to hit $1 million, okay? So that's $200 units. Now the next one is $500 units. What are some $500 things that you can sell to hit your goal? The good news with this is that you have to sell dramatically less people, okay? So 5,000 people to 2,000 people to hit the same revenue goal, charging $500 for whatever it is that you sell. So what can we sell for 500 bucks? Okay, well, we can sell some lower tier dining furniture, coffee tables, end tables. There's a lot that we can sell for $500. And so if you're watching this, be thinking through, what do I want my business to look like? What do I want the logistics inside of my business to look like? For me, I always liked selling more expensive things to less people. But some people can absolutely crush selling $200, $500 units, right? So it just depends on you, your unique business model, and what you enjoy and what works for you. Now, if you have a great marketing system, if you have a beautiful website, if you know how to get in front of the masses with a product that really reaches the masses, you can crush selling $200 to $500 units. I know of a business that was selling $80 units that blew up to $60, $70, $80 million per year, okay? So don't think that there's one approach to scaling and growing a business, but your marketing has to be dialed in if you're gonna do that, okay? Oh, by the way, I didn't mention $500 units, 2,000 people total for the year is only 167 per month, okay? It's way down from the 417 per month that you have to sell in order to sell $200 units to 5,000 people, okay? The next one is $1,000 units. How many people do you have to sell if you sell $1,000 units? Well, you got to sell 1,000 people. 1,000 times 1,000, 1 million, okay? So this math is where it starts making more sense to me. So I went from having to sell 5,000 people to 1,000 people. My price point is $1,000, and 1,000 people, I think, okay, are there 1,000 people in the world, or even within my local area, that would be interested in what I have to sell? This feels pretty realistic to me. Yeah, I think I could find 1,000 people that'd be interested in buying my $1,000 item. What's a good $1,000 item? Dining furniture, outdoor furniture, bedroom furniture. There's lots of things that you can sell for $1,000, okay? The beauty of this as well, guys, is that it brings your monthly number way down. You only have to sell 84 people a month in order to hit this goal, okay? So 84 people a month. Now, if you break that down into a daily, that is multiple people a day. That's like 2.4 people a day, 2.5 people a day, which is a lot of sales per day, okay? So I try to always break this down to a daily thing and what is realistic based on what I'm trying to accomplish, okay? So that's $1,000. The next one is a $2,000 item. We have to sell a $2,000 item to 500 people. So the 500 people per year feels even more realistic than the 1,000 people per year. Now, obviously our price did double, but it's not unrealistic by any means to sell $2,000 dining tables, $2,000 dining table sets, $2,000 bedroom furniture sets, $2,000 outdoor patio furniture sets. You know, you sell somebody that's building a house and they want, 4 or 5 barn doors, 3 barn doors. That's not unrealistic to sell barn doors for $2,000, right? So the beauty of this gets down to only 42 people a month. As you can see, this is more of what I'm concerned with. I'm more concerned with how many units am I gonna have to sell every month, and how many is that a day, and can I create a system to generate enough leads so that I can sell that many people every single day. So the last one here is $4,000 per unit and only 250 people all year long. This feels extremely attainable. $4,000 unit, 250 people all year long. That is 21 people a month. Okay, it's like 20 point something people per month, but we can't sell to half of a person. So 21 people per month, that gives you 250 a year at $4,000. Now, this is the route that I chose to grow my business. I focused on selling more expensive goods, using fine materials, and this is about what we ended up selling was about 20 people a month, and my average order was around 3,500. So I couldn't quite make it to the 4,000, but I got around $3,500 per unit, and that's how we did $900,000 in revenue last year. Now, this is where marketing and sales begins to come in. Now, once you've seen this, and you're thinking through this, you're thinking, okay, how many people do I have to close per month, okay? Well, here's the deal. You now have to start reverse engineering, okay, how many people do I talk to every day in order to sell 21 people a month? So on average, through Facebook ads and through how we generate leads for all of our clients probably average around a 10 to 12% close rate. So 10 to 12% close rate, let's say 10%. That means that they need to talk to 210 people a month. Is how many people they need to talk to. So if I'm gonna sell 21 people, I need to talk to 210 people. That's at a 10% close rate. Now, if you increase your close rate, you don't have to talk to this many people, you can talk to less people. But then you need to know, okay, how much does it cost me to start a conversation? How much does it cost me to get in front of one of these people and get to give out a quote? Let's say that it costs $10 per lead or per conversation. So I know in order for me to talk to 210 people, I'm gonna spend $10 per person. That means that I'm gonna spend $2,100 in marketing this month in order to generate this many leads if they're $10 a lead. Now, if your cost per lead is less, let's say you have really great marketing, your product is dialed in, your cost per lead is less, you don't have to spend as much money. You can spend less money. If your cost per lead is more, you'll have to spend more. But if I have a 10% close rate and I want to sell 21 people a month for an average of $4,000, I need to talk to 210 people. This is what it's going to cost me in marketing expenses. Now, here's the beauty of this. If you're selling 21 people a month at $4,000, that means you're generating $83,000 a month in revenue and you're only spending $2,000 in marketing and sales. That's probably not realistic. More so, this is probably gonna be $20 a lead, and this is gonna be like $4,200. Let's say $4,200. Sorry, you're seeing this completely sideways because I'm looking straight down. $4,200, or you find out some other organic ways to generate leads other than paid strategies. And the beauty of the Woodworking Business Accelerator program is that we don't just run your ads for you, we also help you implement a lot of organic strategies that drive a lot of sales and revenue for all of our clients there as well. So this is the $1 million math. So my goal in this video was really to challenge your thinking and help you establish revenue goals, okay? So if you are just kind of flying by the seat of your pants and you don't have clear monetary goals inside of your business, you're not gonna know what it takes to get there. So you gotta set a goal and then reverse engineer, how do I get to that goal? So for me, this was the easiest option. Now, let's say that you crush with smaller items, okay? And you need to sell 417 units a month at $200, I would encourage you to not sell direct to consumer, but figure out ways to establish wholesale relationships or commercial relationships. So for example, there's a young man inside of our program that sells cutting boards to real estate agents that give these cutting boards away as gifts to their clients, okay? Well, he might sell 100 units at a time. He goes and meets with one person and signs a contract for 100 units of cutting boards, okay? Well, he only has to meet with 4 people to sell 400 units because he's not trying to sell these direct to consumer. He's not trying to sell these through Facebook ads, or he's not trying to sell these to the general public. He's making one relationship that has a large reach, okay? And this can go the same through like wholesale relationships. Let's say that you make a connection with one store, you sell $2,000 items. One store, you might sell 10 items to that store every month. So you only need to meet with 4 people. So there's so many ways to hit your goals. It's being creative in the way that you go about it. So just a reminder, if you are a woodworking business owner that's trying to find some resources to help you on your journey, we have a completely free ebook called the Handmade Business Secrets ebook. You can download that in the link below. You just got to enter in your first name, your email, and we'll send that to you in a PDF format. It's only about 100 pages long. It's a quick read and it's super helpful. Next resource is the Handmade Hero Academy. If you are looking for a low cost option to start getting some of these marketing and sales principles to drive these types of results, be sure to check out the Handmade Hero Academy program. And lastly, if you're really trying to scale your business, whether you have a woodworking business, a cabinetry business, whatever that might be, if you're really trying to scale that business, be sure to check out the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. There's a link for that in the description below, and you can learn more about what we do, how we do that, and then you can apply and visit with us and see if it's a good fit for us to partner with you to help you scale to $20, $30, $40, $50,000 per month inside of your business. So with that being said, keep in mind the $1 million math, set some goals, reverse engineer it, and hopefully we'll see you there soon. Catch you in the next one.